You said you don't know, you sit on my phone, you texting my phone, but I never sent. You say why I couldn't never say. You play with my heart until it's dead. We tried, but we were not meant to be. Oh, deleting all these photos. I wanna show you to my other side. I wanna take back what I said. I wanna show you what's inside your mind. And girl, I hope that it never ends. I think I know you, you think you know me. We were never meant to be just friends. I wanna show you to my other side. And girl, I hope that it never ends. Big facts in a big guess, what about me? Move fast, give me whiplash, what about me? Saw you tryna slip past, cried those 3 more time, baby, hell no, talking so cheap. Treat me like a guest, though, what about me? Disappear like presto, never find me, all better than the rest, though. But I couldn't believe those things. You say why I couldn't never say. You play with my heart until it's dead. We tried, but we were not meant to be. Deleting all these photos. I wanna show you to my other side. I wanna take back what I said. I wanna show you what's inside your mind. And girl, I hope that it never ends. I think I know you, you think you know me. We were never meant to be just friends. I wanna show you to my other side. And girl, I hope that it never ends. I'm losing sleep and you're running free. You force me to face that you're not around, and I'm learning how to fill this empty space. It's been over a year since we last talked. Never thought I'd be here, you calling me back up. Left a message to say you just wanna catch up. You left me broken. You act like I'm holding out after this time. That I still want you to be mine, as if I haven't moved on. 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 Made it so tough, was I not enough? Had no reasoning, all that's unsaid just plays in my head. You left so easily. It's been over a year since we last talked. Never thought I'd be here, you calling me back up. Left a message to say you just wanna catch up. You left me broken. You act like I'm holding out after this time. That I still want you to be mine, as if I haven't moved on. 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 You left me broken. You act like I'm holding on after this time. That I still want you to be mine, as if I haven't moved on.
Hello! I hope that was loud. I am not ready for my day. I was ready and now I'm not. Hold on, where's camera? Before I start ranting. Hold on. Hold on. Brain's gone. Where is everything? Turn you down, Jesus. Camera, hello. Here's mic where I want it. Hey Charles, how you doing? I was ready today, nice and fucking early. I was up, work was sorted, I had eaten, I had brushed my teeth, I had had my shower by 1:45, which for me is before I'm usually awake. And then shit happened. And now I'm not ready. So we had a new hob fitted today. The hob was purchased by the landlords based on the width of the old one. The old one was one of those ones that has the raised metal plates. Is it an induction hob? Induction? Induction hob? No, they're the flat ones. Like the old flat ones. What's the... hob with raised metal circles. What's it called? None of you are helpful. Is it just is it just a generic electric hob? I think it's just like an electric plate hob. Yeah, electric plate hob. I think it's an electric plate hob. Hang on. Electric plate hob. Images. Because you're not helping me. Yeah, electric plate hob. If you Google electric plate hob, you'll get pictures of what I mean. We had one of them and they are absolutely fucking awful. Hey Manuke, how you doing? Yeah, so they are absolutely awful. To the point that, as an example, there's 4 circles. If you need a specific temperature, you have to set it a good 5 minutes before you need it, because it takes that long for the fucker to heat the hell up. If you have 4 pans on the go for whatever you're cooking, it's rare that me and Tom are going to have 4 pans on the go, but it has happened a couple of times. You have 4 pans on the go and then you need to change temperature, like lower the temperature on something to let it simmer, your food's burning. There's no ifs or buts, your food's burning. That is not a Charizard, it's a Charmander. How dare you? Get it right. It's the baby form. Well, as an example, you might have rice, you might have some veggies steaming, you might have some meat searing, and you might have, I don't know, potatoes boiling. That's 4. If you don't have a steamer that would do both the veggies and the potatoes, as an example. That's 4. It's actually not that difficult to acquire 4 hob, depending on what you're cooking. Some things have a lot of shit going into them. Not a Pokemon nerd. Well, learn it. Become one. Join us. Have the electric hob as well. Most people do here. It just takes a bit of getting used to. We've been here for 2 years. I'm used to it. I fucking hate it. Getting used to it's not the issue. I hate the little fucker. It takes so long to heat up. It takes so long to cool down. You can't switch the heat. They're also just awkward to use. Electric's safe. I'm not talking about gas. I'm not talking about gas. There's no gas in the flat. But I would have preferred a gas hob. They are more dangerous than electric. Electric is safer. To a degree, electric is not... None of them are safe. You can burn yourself. That in itself is not safe. But they're safer than gas hobs in general. It was like a really basic run-of-the-mill hob. So it probably was utter shite. But because of the way that it's like a flat area with 4 raised bits, it also takes a massive chunk of a very small kitchen out of use. Like when the hob isn't in use, you can't really use it for surface space. If it was a gas hob that has the like raised grids that you put above the gas burners, you've still got a flat surface that you can balance things on. These 4 hobs weren't even all the same height, which is also an issue. Most of the time they're usually level at the top. These weren't. The 2 smaller ones were lower down, so you couldn't balance anything on it because it'd wobble around. That's a minute to heat up and change the temperature quite fast. Well, definitely not the same as the one I had. The one I had takes 3 to 5 minutes to heat up depending on how high you want the temperature, and once it's heated up, It is not cooling down for a good 10 minutes. It's literally a matter of if you're frying something. As an example, I made a curry the other night. While I'm cooking the curry, I need it on a medium-high temperature. So that's on one hob. When it's cooked, and while the rice is cooking, I need to lower it to a simmer, which is just a low-medium temperature. I need a second hob already at that temperature to move it to. Because I cannot cool down the one that it's on at all. Otherwise I'll just burn my dinner. And it was very obvious I've been getting pissed off by it over the last few weeks. There's been 2 or 3 recipes that I've cooked that have required a lot of space, a lot of temperature changing, and a lot of swearing under my breath. And getting very hot and annoyed whilst cooking. And so Tom posted on Facebook about a week and a half ago asking if anyone was available to measure, buy and fit a hob for us that we pay for. Obviously for the labour as well as the hob itself. To which I was like, it's a fitted appliance. We have to go through the landlord. We can't do it ourselves. That's not something we're allowed to just do. Because it's fitted. So we asked the landlady, and she said, yeah, fine. Because they were, when we moved in, they did offer it. They did offer to do that for us, and we said, no, it's okay, we'll manage. Because they'd already done loads of stuff for us, and they're not landlords. Like, we are the first people they have ever rented to that isn't family. But they're not landlords. They don't know how things work. I don't really want to put extra pressure on them. They're an old couple that don't need the extra stress in their life. They're enjoying their retirement. So let's leave them to it. We already get a good deal for being here, so... But we did ask, and she did say yes. So she asked for the measurements. So we sent her the width, or Tom sent her the width of the hob. And the depth. They bought one that was the right width. There was only one measurement on the box. They delivered it Monday morning. Monday morning? No. Wednesday morning. They delivered it Wednesday morning. While I was still in bed. And then the guy was going to come out Wednesday evening to fit it. That got cancelled because he got stuck at another job and he couldn't get to us in time. But when they delivered it, it was in a sealed box. So Tom hadn't opened it to look at it. They hadn't opened it to compare it to the one on the side. They just bought it based on the dimension of the width and left it and buggered off. It's a very good hob. I'll get to that, but it's a very good hob. But they bought it based only on the width. It wasn't the right shape. The one that we had before was rectangular. It was shorter in depth than it was in width. This one is a bit more squared, which meant it didn't fit in the hole that was already in the kitchen counter. So when the guy came out this morning, after rescheduling, to fit it for us, so that's not going to fit. We're going to have to cut the counter up to make it fit. It will fit, but requires the hole being dug out in the counter. So I did wake up to that happening, and a text from Tom apologising that I'm probably going to get woken up by noises they didn't realise they were going to have to make. Then they couldn't do it because he turned up thinking that we'd got the right size and it was just a switch job. He hadn't got his proper cutter to cut the surface. He'd only got an old one that was in the back of his van. He tried with that. That's what woke me up, because I could hear him trying with it. But the blade was blunt enough that it wasn't really cutting the wood of the surface. It was burning it, essentially, which isn't good. So he left to go and get his good one. And then came back with Tom at about 1:30. They finished at 2:55. When they started, they were like, am I rushing this, or am I okay to take my time? So, well, it's only 1:30. I'm not streaming till 3, so you've got an hour and a half. So it won't take that long. I can take my time. It did take that long. And at that point, it's 2:55. He's got another job to go to, but he had to bounce. So we're left with the cleanup duty. We were fine with this, because it's just sawdust and a few little bits of broken surface. He's still got to come back to put a rim around it at some point when he gets a chance. But it's fine as is. But the kitchen floor was nothing but sawdust and bits of work surface. the side where the hob is was nothing but sawdust. Just out, like on the floor down here, was just sawdust. Tom started cleaning, and then the guy came to the door and was like, aren't you supposed to be going back to work? So yeah, I'll get a taxi in a bit when I've finished this. Oh, well, I'm literally heading through town if you want a lift. So Tom took a lift with him and left me with, well, I said, go, I'll do the cleanup. So I got stuck with the cleanup. Started hoovering, and then the hoover wasn't picking up the sawdust. It's not blocked. If I put my hand on the end of it, there's suction. Same as always, but for whatever reason, I think it's the attachment at the bottom, because it's one of those with the little roller on the floor, on the bottom bit on the floor, because it's intended for pets and things. And we don't have a general piece for the bottom that doesn't have a brush or whatever on it. Ranting about work that we had done that made me slightly late for stream. Hey Ryan, how you doing? So yeah, the hoover wasn't picking up the sawdust. It was literally like, I'd go across the floor of the kitchen and it'd look like it had sucked it all up, and then I'd come back, go forward for the next strip, and there'd just be a pile of sawdust and it's just dropped. So then I got the broom and started sweeping it up, but the broom's not fine enough, I don't think, so it was just flicking sawdust everywhere. That took a while. I've got most of it up, but there is a shag rug down here that's not far away from the kitchen, so that's also covered in fucking sawdust, and the hoover's not sucking it up, so I can't get it out the fucking carpet. So this stream may end a little early. It might. Or I might just say I'll fucking do it in the morning. But it might end a little early so that I've got time to clean before I have to cook dinner. However, the new hob is insane. It's a ceramic hob. So it's a flat black glass top, quite large, with the 4 hob circles, with a strip at the front with touch controls. So there's a lock option, so you can lock it and you can use it as a work surface. And you have to hold the button for like 7 seconds to unlock it, so nothing's going to unlock it. Hang on, I will grab a picture and I'll shove it in the Discord, because it'll take a second. When you get the picture, ignore the bits of sawdust that I haven't finished cleaning. I don't know if it shows in the picture, but there is still the odd spatter of sawdust. So I haven't entirely finished. I'll show it in the general chat. But literally, so on the front of the picture, like on the front of the hob, you can see the row of controls. So it's like the left button is a lock. Oddly, it doesn't show in the picture that the lock is on. You can't see the lights. Because there is a red light under the lock button and a little L in the middle of the very middle of the bottom row to say it's locked. I swear this chair's getting lower. Yep, it was. So, after we wiped it, so the sawdust that's currently on it is just what's flicked back onto it while I was cleaning. Really pisses me off when I'm cleaning when your cloths just pick things up from one area and move it to another area. Fucking stop it. I hate cleaning for this particular reason. Because I like things to be clean, but I hate cleaning. So we turned it on after we wiped it the first time. I literally pressed on the back right hob and put it on, I think it was 4 out of 10. I think it goes up. I want to say it goes up to 10. I'm not entirely sure. I think it goes up to 10. It's either 8 or 10. I put it on 4. It was hot in about 3 seconds. Like, we could feel the heat while we were stood in front of it. And when we turned it off, 5 seconds and it was cold again. Fully cold. Like, I'll be interested to see what its electric usage is like. But holy shit, I'm going to enjoy cooking on that tonight. Tom was literally like, so do you want me to cook tonight so I get to use the hob first? No. Fuck you. I don't have drinks. That's one thing I didn't do. I didn't get any drinks. Hang on. I'll just have energy drinks. It's easier. That one. That one. Yep. I don't even have the game loaded. Normally, I have the game loaded and open in the background and just muted so I can just switch over. Nope. I was that unprepared. Like, literally, the end of the sofa is Hoover, hand Hoover, broom, dustpan and brush, cloth. Because I still need to do it all after the stream. Great. Small screen. Dream Daddy, come on. On the plus, like, we're still going to switch the Jackbox around normal time. So, it means less talking with Dream Daddy. Maybe I won't be completely fucked. Are you muted or are you on? Oh, I forgot it fucking is on. I forgot that every time I tab out, it frickin' minimizes. Right, hold on a sec. Let me get everything ready. I love how it's still playing, though, because I can hear the music. Like, I forgot this was the song. Oh my god. Let me put a note on the screen, change the note that's on the screen. So it says, switching to Jackbox around 6 PM UK time. Just so if anyone comes in thinking this is all we're doing. Okay. Okay. 8:19? We definitely went later than 8:19. But that's my manual save. I thought we went later than 8:19. Oh, it was a Sunday, wasn't it? No, it was a Saturday. Oh no, this is where we were. Okay. Actually, going to drink some water unprompted because my throat's going to want it. Also, all of this is on very limited sleep. For me, I usually sleep 10 hours. I've slept 5. Because they woke me up at 10 with the drilling and I didn't get to sleep till 5. Oh, this one needs mouse, doesn't it? Perfect. What did we do last? Didn't we... Our daughter came back late, I remember that, because she wasn't answering her phone. I don't think we did anything that night, did we? We just stayed in. Because I think he gave us the option and I didn't. I definitely didn't sleep well last night. I brewed some strong coffee and made some scrambled eggs for Amanda as a peace offering. She eventually wanders into the kitchen. I love how she even has an egg on her. I think I commented on that last time, but... Egg. Hey, I thought about what you said last night. I should have texted you. I said I was going to do it and I didn't. I honestly just didn't even think about it. Also, she's reminded me. Anyone who likes, like, feel-good teen romance shows that are quite short. I don't know if it's in every country, so if it is in the UK, you'd have to check elsewhere. Netflix has just added their version of Heartstopper, which is a gay LGBT comic series. It's very good. I watched the entire 8 episodes last night. partly why I didn't sleep very well, because I was up till 5 o'clock watching that. Very good. Very good. Worth watching. I'm really sorry, Pops. I won't do it again. Well. Sorry for freaking out on you. I trust you to make good choices. Good. We didn't really freak out on her. So, no. And we do trust her. Also, I can already feel my throat going funny. It's been funny all morning. So, if we get to a point where I'm struggling, talking-wise, we'll just switch straight to chat box stuff. Or words or something. I also thought about it, and I'll try to give you your space from here on out. I gotta trust that you can take care of yourself. Team Valentine? Team Valentine. Amanda gives me a hug. Want some eggs? You know it. Sprinkle some cheese on them. Already did. Bless you. Excuse me. I'd say this is me, but my response would literally be sprinkle lots of cheese on them, then take out the egg. Give me the cheese. Just give me a plate of grated cheese. And something hot I can melt it on. Sorted. Whether it's toast or something. So even they've got a freaking gas hob. Not the cheap shite I had. I'm pretty sure the hob we had was just what the house came with when the old couple rented it for their grandson. So I don't think it was by choice on anyone's part. Also, I'm loving the little the meeple magnet. Yeah, my throat doesn't like this game. Probably for all the right reasons. Literally, I woke up and I could feel my throat being funny. It was fine last night. Like, it knows. It knows Dream Daddy is on the way. Amanda scarfs down the eggs in the time it takes to wash the pan. Alright, I'm off to school. Smell you later. Bitch. I hate it when people put pans on top of the fridge. Can we not? Look at all these cupboards. Put those fucking... Why is a frying pan, or skillet, hanging off the frickin' utensil rack? That is not a utensil, it's a pan. That and those go in cupboards. Under the sink or near the oven. Jesus. Wait, one more thing before you go. What? What's Dad Book? Oh shit, yeah, they were talking about joining Dad Book so they could talk to the other daddies. It's a social media platform. Wait, what? What's a social media platform? Dad, I have to go to school. Come on, Amanda, I'm an old man. I can't put together a Dad Book profile on my own. Do we actually get to do a profile? Alright, I'll help you sound interesting on the internet. Now, Amanda spends the next couple of minutes setting up my profile on Dad Book, which as it turns out is a place where dads can get together and talk about fatherhood. Uh-huh. It's a place where dads can get together and talk about what they're no longer getting off their wives and how are they going to get those needs met, and then one of the other dads will offer. We know how this works. We know how this works. Alright, Pops, we've got to fill out your profile. Let's get some likes and dislikes. Ooh! Oh god, do I go realistic? So if I go realistic, no one's going to be interested. On a Friday night, you are most likely to... Oh my fucking god. On a Friday night, you are most likely to... Polish and sort my coin collection. Netflix and grill, baby. Fall asleep watching the History Channel. Torment my children with dad puns. Sink into blissful oblivion. Sleep. Well, Netflix and grill is clearly intended to attract the priest boy. The name's gone. The name's gone. It's gone. No, it's gone. Joseph. Because it was Joseph and Mary. There we go. That's clearly to attract Joseph. I can't remember which one liked history. The dad puns is... Was it Matt that did the dad puns, or was it Hugo? No, Hugo. I remember a child complaining about dad puns. I just don't remember who the parent was. Go realistic. I mean, it's between fall asleep watching the History Channel or sink into blissful oblivion sleep, because both are sleep. That is half there, was Netflix. If I could switch Netflix out for History Channel, then this would be the one. Definitely not a coin collection. I don't collect anything anymore. Realistic as far as my character goes, that's probably correct. Because he does do that. We have had him do that a few times. Hey Sadon, how you doing? I don't think any of these point towards Runner Boy. Blissful Sleep. Let's just go for Blissful Sleep. If you had one thing to take with you onto a fully went to say a desert island. Need that in my life, but that's not what it says. Take with you onto a desert island, what would it be? A trusty grill. A lost shaker of salt. Cast away on DVD for instructional purposes. That's for the dumb fucks because, hello, there's no DVD player or electricity. But can you speak them? No, I can't. My throat is already playing up. The day... It's probably a bit of freaking sawdust. Maybe while I was asleep, some of the sawdust flew into my goddamn throat. I'm doing good apart from the throat. It's either my throat realised that this was happening today, or the new grill being put in and all the sawdust has... New grill? New hob? Fucking grill. It's on the screen. Has set my throat off. So I'm already on edge. Casper on DVD, a boat, obviously. I don't need anything. My survival skills have trained me for this day. I feel like that one is the ginger guy, because that feels boastful. That's obviously, again, Joseph. That could be Hugh, Matt. Because he does the food stuff. That feels like, the drunk guy. Damien? Damien? Names. That feels stupid, which I feel like stupid kind of comes from Runner Boy. I'm going to go for that one. What are your turn-ons? I love how I've gone from, let's do it realistic, to which one is for Runner Boy? What are your turn-ons? Strong dad arms, obviously. Tennis shoes with white long socks. No. A well-manicured lawn. Obviously. Not on about their garden. Street smarts, I guess. Top-tier grillmanship. Also yes. Comfortable with crying. Also yes. Tennis shoes as an automatic, no. Craig, genuinely I may have forgot his name. I've forgotten all of their names already. This is insane. I should have looked them up beforehand, but I was busy cleaning. He's just Runner Boy. Runner Boy. Go with that. I feel like Strong Dad Arms is either going to go to Ginger Guy, because bulky guys tend to have strong arms, or Craig. Also, this is not a dating app, this is Facebook. So it's where dads go to talk about being a father. Why is it asking me about my turn-ons? Calling it, this is Grindr. What did you want to be when you grew up? Technical writer for manuals and instructionals. Fuck no. Salty boat captain. Depends where the salt's coming from. Are we actually out at sea, or...? Pro skater who is also an astronaut. A good father. The president of space. I mean, I feel like the general correct answer there is a good father. What's your favourite movie genre? War documentaries. Sean Connery's entire filmography. Anything on Laserdisc. Romantic comedies. Whatever will make me cry. Old comedies that haven't aged well. Personally, old comedies that haven't aged well. That I feel awkward watching because I know it's no longer acceptable, but it's still funny. War is Drunk Boy because he was Damien, I think, because he's been to war. He mentioned that a few times. Romantic comedies is probably Joseph. Old comedies I feel like might be Dracula Man. Sean Connery. Play it safe. What's your ideal date? Napping together? In real life? That's pretty much what we do. Oh, we had a great little date night. Oh, what did you do? Slept. Chilled. Had a nice day off life. Doing a 1,000-piece puzzle together. Eating a healthy dinner at 4 PM. That is very clearly Craig, and I refuse to click it. Because fuck your healthy dinner at 4 PM. 4 PM is not dinner time. Healthy dinner, stick it up your ass. Trying to geocache but getting hopelessly lost. Arson. It's one syllable out. Being emotionally vulnerable. Healthy lunch. I would say a healthy lunch is good. Dinner less so. For my main meal, that's where I want the enjoyment to be. So that's where I want the fried foods. Personally. Maybe like one a week can be healthy. But for the most part, the main meal of the day I don't want to be healthy. The gut is a giveaway. This has only been there for the last couple of years. I mean, the only one on there that I would actually go for is napping together. But mostly because doing a puzzle is boring. Eating a healthy dinner is not really a date. Because that just sounds like you're at home having dinner. That doesn't say going out for a healthy dinner. What's that got to do with you, Pingu? Hey Pingu, how you doing? What a way to enter. I mean, you asked the question. If you've been here for more than 5 minutes, you know the answer. Eating a healthy dinner at 4 PM is definitely no. Trying to geocache but getting hopelessly lost. I don't like outside, so no. Arson, yes, but that's not a date. Being emotionally vulnerable is a state of being. It is not a date. So, napping. Bottom, yeah. Yeah. Arson can be a date. Depends what we're setting on fire. No, I wouldn't call bonfire arson. Kind of. Yeah. It's fire, but I don't think... Not all fire equals arson. Like, lighting a candle is not arson. What do you never leave home without? A home. A sensible cardigan. My sick vape. My book of word jumbles and a pen. A cool knife. My cripplingly low self-esteem. Yes. I frequently forget my phone, keys and wallet. I mean, low self-esteem is a yes, that's the answer. However, the bottom one. I frequently forget my phone, keys and wallet. Take off the at home, and sometimes. And there's Tom. 3 times in 1 week, it was last week or the week before, he left his mobile in a taxi. And had to use somebody else's phone to ring the taxi people to get his phone back. Also, I need to tab out because something's in the way of chat. Ignore the fact the game disappeared for a second. Not all bonfires are arson, but all arsons are bonfires. This is true. But yeah, Tom is... Have I got... Hang on. Hang on. Hold on, I've got yet another fucking whisper from Mr. Big Follows Cunt Fucks. In a whisper. Bought this. Bot account. Big Follows. Also, phone is way too close to that microphone. Let me move that. But yeah, Tom is awful for leaving things in random places. Wallet, keys, and phone are all victims of this. As his debit card, he's had so many debit cards since I've known him, it's ridiculous. I'm surprised the bank haven't refused to give him a new card. Hasn't happened for a while, touch wood, but yeah. Self-esteem. I spend a lot of time thinking about conspiracy theories, how proud I am of my child, potential ends of the world, if I'll ever be able to love myself as much as I love my grill, when I can next get a cup of tea, or lawnmower modifications. Well, that's obviously the coffee shop guy. That's Joseph. That's Drunk Boy. That's the ginger guy. Which one of those two is freaking... Which one of these is Craig? Wait, who are we missing? We're missing... There might not... Oh, no, there might not be Craig. My sinuses need to piss off today, seriously. It's like moving from my throat to the top of my nose, and my nose keeps, like, blocking as I'm trying to breathe. Which makes me question whether it's hay fever, because I do occasionally get hay fever, but it's not often. It's not a regular thing. Comes and goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, one of them might not... They might not be Craig, because there's 7 daddies. Who are we missing? We're missing Hugo, the teacher. We're missing Dracula Man, Goth Boy, and we're missing Craig. I don't think those are Craig. I think one of those is Dracula Man and one of those is Hugo. So I'm going to ignore... I'm just going to go for the one that's mostly realistic if we swap it to cup of tea. I don't know, because the drunk guy that was in the war, he was quite dark. Whereas the goth guy is not actually that dark in personality from what we've seen so far. Thought the end of the world was depressing. Profile complete, oh god. See, that wasn't so bad. Yeah, that was actually kind of fun. I could totally spend all day on here just looking at people's profiles. Use and message one of them. Why is my daughter pushing me to be a whore? Or more than one of them. All of these dads seem pretty interesting. So yeah, if I go to say something and it just kind of cuts out, it's because my freaking sinuses keep blocking as I'm talking.
Hello, motherfucker.
Hey Silver, how you doing? Depends what's on their profile. Do I get to choose who I talk to? Do I actually get to talk to people through Dadbook? Like, do I actually get to abuse this to get, like, relationship points? I do. Oh, good. Okay, I promise I'll make some friends. Amanda gives me a hug. Go get him, Dad. I would if I could spit. Oh, my shit. Hello. Dad Manda. What is this bullshit? Hi, Burnt. It's me, your dear old friend from way back in the day, Dad Manda. I'm delighted to see you signed up for Dadbook. Oh, my sinus is really... I'm not happy today. Like every third word, the back of my throat and nose is just going... Nit. Nit. Nope, not having it. Got a new chair because my last one died. Mine's on the way out. I know the pain. I just refuse because that involves money. that I don't have. And if I get a new chair, I want it to be a decent one, and that's going to cost. Like, I've not found a decent one that I like the look of. That isn't, like, 500 plus bloody pounds. Like, all the decent brands that everyone raves about are fucking pricey. Like, some of them are more expensive than the PC. So, no. To be fair, this probably isn't helping, but I also need to wake up. Unhelpful. Again, unprompted water. Oh, never mind. There's the prompt. I will drink water as well. They've recently added this exciting new messenger service, so you may find yourself receiving messages from other dads like myself. Take care not to miss them. Can I actually... Oh! Don't mind that little inhale. Amanda, is that you? What are you doing on Dad Book? Why burnt I never? We've known each other since business school. How could you possibly confuse me for your amazing and talented and easy to buy things for daughter? Though I am of course flattered, you should buy Amanda more things. Amanda, you know I didn't go to business school. I barely even managed to get my degree. Wait. No. Wow. I didn't say that. You never heard that. This is gold. I was a great student, I swear. I graduated at the top of my class because I worked hard and ate all my vegetables. Totally holding on to this for later. Wait, do you even remember what I majored in? I declined to comment. We just have an entire game of these two and just forget the daddies. Realise I just said that. Forget 6 of the daddies. Let's just bring Craig into the fold and just have us 3. Cool. Craig! Oh, good God. Oh God, it even tells us, like, how close we are. Great. But it's going to tell us to forget the daddies. I have a feeling I may have a bug coming on because my nose is starting to run as well. Fabulous. Other than that, it is definitely hay. It could be hay fever. Because it has been quite sunny and windy today. And the door has been open a fair chunk for the... while they were doing the hob. How dare you quote that? Craig Calm. I feel a burp coming and it won't happen. How dare you even suggest we forget the daddies? I'm sorry! Not sorry. Excuse me, there we go. That's better. Dad of 3, business entrepreneur and fitness enthusiast. Juggling work, family and fitness is a tough gig, but someone's got to do it. It's a good thing you're hot, Craig, because you sound like a dickhead. Oh God, I can see their answers to everything. Oh, I'm checking all of them. On a Friday, I'll only message him, but we'll check all of them. On a Friday night, you are most likely to get one last good cardio session in. You're doing that by yourself in the spare room, just saying. I ain't joining in. Depending on what you qualify as a cardio session. Just gonna leave that hanging in the air. Also, camera needs to go this way a bit now. Sorry, Charmander. I'm not really on camera very well. And I also can't see where I've moved that to, because game. Hang on. Just put it there so it's literally right on the corner. Rude, he closed it. If you had one thing to take with you onto a desert island, what would it be? A box of energy bars. What are your turn-ons? A sub 6-minute mile. Okay. What did you want to be when you grew up? Beer pong world champion. What's your favourite movie genre? Buddy cop movies forever. What's your ideal date? Scaling a huge, dangerous mountain for fun. Craig, you're putting me off here, can you not? Can you please not? We're going for you regardless, because that was who was chosen, but you're putting me off. What do you never leave home without? An extra tube of energy gel. Could have at least said the extra lube, Jesus. I spend a lot of time thinking about... My mile time used to be so good. What happened? Have I peaked? I mean, it's who won the vote, so we're going for them. Hunks, yes, but I feel like he's going to force me into joining in. That's a different matter. Like, Hunks to a degree. When you get cross the line into you're more veins than you are skin, you need to stop. You need to stop. There is a thing as too much muscle. It's horrible. Matt Seller. Avid music enthusiast, passionate coffee drinker. You can find me most days selling bean juice over at the Coffee Spoon, or hanging out at the park with my amazing daughter. Hit me up at 80s no-wave music. On a Friday night, you are most likely to perfect my cold brew setup, one drip at a time, baby. Bean juice. If you had one thing to take with you onto a desert island, what would it be? Find tunes to pass the days away. I mean, yes, but you need electricity to use to listen to the tunes. Like, your battery's going to run out eventually. Probably not very long if you've got a smartphone. What are your turn-ons? Multi-instrumentalism. Beaches. Oh, Jesus. What did you want to be when you grew up? A barista, weirdly enough. Interesting. What's your favourite movie genre? Shit with subtitles. Not gonna lie, if we swapped out the coffee stuff for tea, this would be my choice. This would probably be my choice if I was actually going for what I personally would like. This vote didn't win, damn. If we're just going looks-wise, Craig is the top, followed by Joseph, followed by Matt. Matt is my third in looks. So far, this is my top personality. What's your ideal date? Go to an animal shelter and seriously consider adopting a cat. Matt, can you marry me, please? Just replace Tom by Top. It fucking might be. I might do a U-turn here. Fuck the vote off. Jesus. Or maybe I'll see if I can get them both going. They might be up for that. I don't know. What do you never leave home without? My headphones, both in-ear and over-ear, just in case. That reminds me, I need to find some fucking earbuds. Like, was it AirPods? Is it one of the AirPods that isn't a bud? It's just sits in the ear job. Like, it's just a circle with a stick. There's no bud on the end. The AirPods that do one like that. The ones that I bought are a very good brand. They are very good quality, but they're the in-ear buds, and I can't use them. In-ear buds do not work with my ears. It's annoying. Don't you dare. I spend a lot of time thinking about, where did writing commas into song titles come from, and where did it go? Did we all just agree that it's a bad idea? AirPods is the most popular. I need to find a decent brand that's not Apple, that don't like Apple. I will just end up getting AirPods if I have to. That is that style of pod, because the buds just do not work. They do not stay in my ear. They just slowly get popped out and I'll just lose them. Or they don't go in at all. I tried using them the other day and they just would not go in at all. Brian Harding. Hi, I'm Brian. I spend most of my days hanging out with my awesome daughter and thinking up new ways to grill things. Oh, you're the griller. I thought Joseph was the griller. If you like fishing, then we'll get along. Jabra Elite. Oh, I'm going to look it up on my laptop so I don't have to freaking tab out. Jabra Elite. Maybe. Let that open in the background along with the the tab for me to look through covers for the electric hob, now that we've got it. I don't want to scratch it. On a Friday night, you are most likely to see just how slowly I can cook a piece of brisket. If you had one thing to take with you onto a dessert... again, I won't say dessert. I keep going to say deserted and stop because there's a T on the end of the word. Onto a desert island, what would it be? My fishing pole. How hefty is your fishing pole? What are your turn-ons? A keen understanding of steak cuts? What did you want to be when you grew up? Fireman. What's your favourite movie genre? Romantic comedies. What's your ideal date? Deck building. Are you talking about building a deck, or are you on about building a deck of cards? Because there's two different types of deck building, and I need to know. What do you never leave home without? My portable fishing pole. All fishing poles are portable, my love. Just saying. I spend a lot of time thinking about how my daughter is smarter than I am. Your daughter is 10. Ryan, your daughter is 10. I love how I remember that, but I couldn't remember anyone's name. Robert Small. I still don't know where I'd place you in my rankings of look-wise, because you're like, yes, but no at the same time. When the internet gains sentience and decides to destroy us all, you know it will use this information against us, right? So Robert's definitely the end of the world guy. Drunk Boy is definitely end of the world. Ryan looks like you in a... Beg your pardon. First off, he has very clearly got muscles. I can see that. I can see those pecs. Second off, he ain't ginger. Third off, he ain't got a stomach. And I could never pull off an outfit like that. If I wore an outfit like that, I would look like I came out of the dumpster. Oh, Brian, sorry. And that's probably more accurate, to be fair. Brian's accurate. Like, if I don't start getting on a treadmill sometime in the near future, Brian is accurate. Minus the facial hair. That won't be a thing. I could grow that facial hair in a couple of weeks. Not even kidding. My facial hair grows stupidly quick. But I hate it. There's nothing wrong with being a bear, I just don't personally want to be. On a Friday night, you are most likely to make a deal in an alleyway.
Hello, motherfucker.
Hey Trey, how you doing? Make a deal in an alleyway. Have it go badly. Who's the cop? Was it that name? I trusted that name. If you had one thing to take with you onto a desert island, what would it be? A gun. Love. No. What are your turn-ons? Don't talk to me. Okay, to be fair, of the turn-ons so far, that's me. That's me. Beard grows at a rate of 1 micrometer a month. Mine is ridiculous. Like, hang on. Hang on, let me... There's the camera. So, can't really see it because it's very light, but there is a good, I don't know, 5 millimeters there. And that is from Wednesday. And then within the next 2 days, it'll be very visible because it starts to get darker. But then I've usually shaved it off by that point. And within another week, it's a full-on, like, short beard. Oh, there grows relatively fast. Mine's the other way around. This grows pretty quick. This doesn't. Well, this gets to a certain length, then it just stops. How much to keep the beard? Couple grand. Beard, go fuck yourself. You're telling me Tom doesn't talk to you? Not if he knows what's good for him, no. Why does he keep tabbing? Why would I tab out? Do you go back? Stop it. What did you want to be when you grew up? A grifter. What's your favourite movie genre? Italian neo-realism. Your ideal date? Grave robbing. Okay. What do you never leave home without? At least 4 knives. I spend a lot of time thinking about... You ever really look into a rabid animal's eyes? Why does anybody choose this guy? Ever. Other than completionism. Oh god, why have you written a fucking story? Damien Bloodmarch. How do you do? I have finally decided to join this information superhighway. I'm not entirely sure how it works, but I will try my best to understand. I love long strolls through graveyards and spending time with my son. Probably at the same time. Because he's edgy and that's hot. I mean, the looks, yes, but there's dark and edgy looks-wise, and there's dark and edgy gonna murder you in your sleeps-wise, and no, thank you. If you would ever like to chat about the latest in Victorian fashion, the inevitability of our own demise. So you're also so you were both pretty much end of the world people. All black cats, please send me a letter. It's as edgy as a circle. On a Friday night, you are most likely to listen to true crime podcasts while I taxidermy my newest specimens. Fuck off. That's an instant no. Taxidermy. If you had one thing to take with you onto a desert island, what would it be? A coffin. What are your turn-ons? Pronouncing bosom correctly. Do people pronounce bosom incorrectly? How do people pronounce it wrong? Bosom? Bosom? The son? The soam? I mean, I realise the word, if you've never heard it, does not... If you sound it out, it is never going to come to bosom. Why Veronica went for JD and Heathers. Possum. Like possum. What did you want to be when you grew up? A bat. Shock. What's your favourite movie genre? Foreign art house horror. To be fair. What's your ideal date? Night. We are at an industrial dark wave club in Berlin. The music drums to the beat of our hearts. Be fucking gay. What do you never leave home without? An upside down cross. Where are you holding it? Because I can't see it. Where is it? Or where's it hanging out of? Fuck's sake. Fuck's sake, Moobot. I spend a lot of time thinking about mortality salience. Love, you're a freak. You two belong together, Damien and Robert. Hugo Vega. Middle school teacher, high school teacher, writer of scholarly articles on 18th century literature for various esteemed publications. If you're on here to tell me that my son put a cherry bomb in your trash, I know, and I'm sorry. Upside down cross isn't even a vampire thing, the church uses it, I know. I mean, it's no difference to the second someone sees anything that looks like a swastika. It's a swastika and it's Nazis. Like, they weren't even the first people to use it. Grow up. And there are other things that look very similar that are not swastikas. I wasn't paying 100% attention while my clipping. Nothing. Nothing at all. It's gone now. It's done. Do know of a guy that had a piercing like that on his belly button. I don't think I've ever known a guy with a belly button piercing. But I do know a couple of guys who have piercings in... I don't know anyone who's had the dick pierced. To my knowledge. However, quite a few that have just all the fucking fad piercings, like the wrist, where you have it go through the skin above the wrist. Why? Why? Same as I know a girl who had her fingernails pierced. Why would you pay for someone to pierce your fingernails? Because they're going to break off, or you're going to cut them, or something. Feels weird to not have alcohol with Saturday's stream. Probably a good thing. Let's not revert to alcoholism every time. let your liver have a rest. Oh, he's got tea in his list. Okay, you may have bumped up to second in my personalities. Oh, I only just after got alcohol for these. I do it only once a week. I mean, to be fair. Pretty much my argument when Tom complains about how much I drink. So, well, first off, you drink every day. He works in a bar. He always has at least one drink. Like, it's a bad habit you can't really kick when you work in a bar. Unless you've got one hell of a good fucking very strong willpower. And I drink once a week. And I'm a lightweight, so I'll probably have like 2 pints and a glass of wine and I'm done. Unless I'm on spirits, and then I'll drink about 30 doubles. On a Friday night, you are most likely to brew some strong tea and paint my miniatures. If you had one thing to take with you onto a desert island, what would it be? A Remembrance of Things Past by Marcel Proust? Guessing. What are your turn-ons? Muscles. I love how everybody else so far has gone for something that's like... Turn-on is going for a jog, or turn-on is... not talking to me. His is an actual turn-on. Like, that's an actual turn-on. Silver, that's you. You go best at. Oh god, he fucking clipped it. It wasn't my confusion. Well, it kind of was. It's like, but how... I just don't understand how you can mispronounce that. Surely everyone has heard the word buzzin'. What did you want to be when you grew up? A movie star? What's your favourite movie genre? Documentaries on art history? What's your ideal date? Each of us read a different book on opposite sides of the couch in comfortable silence. What do you never leave home without? My glasses. Actually, I forget them at home a lot. I spend a lot of time thinking about... I worry that people who are against e-readers are more in love with the idea of books than actually reading them. Well, that's now in my head. Thanks, Hugo. Be the size type if I was getting single. I paint minis, I like tea and go to the gym 3 times a week. I mean... by that description, you'd also be my type, minus the miniatures. I'm not a fan of miniatures. But the rest, yes. Like, that is a good question. And valid. I also like reading. I don't have glasses as such. Like, not for seeing. I have reading glasses and I have PC glasses for eye strain. But that's it. I should probably take those out with me and I don't. That sounds like a good date to me. Tom doesn't read books, so that wouldn't happen. Muscles to a degree, yes. Documentaries not so much, but depends on the documentary. That's not really relevant to me. Or that. And tea. Sorted. Ever ran on a red treadmill and read a book? Yes. It's more annoying than you would think. It's easier to do with a phone or tablet. I mean, if I was, like, listening, like, if I was reading something and I was wanting to go to the gym, I'd just audiobook it. I'd wanking while jogging and it was quite difficult. Jesus. And Joseph, who was my original... This was who we were originally going to go for. Before I decided we were going to do a vote, and then Craig won. Jog with your pelvis forward. Yeah. I love how that's like, you've clearly tried this as well. Voted Maple Bay's #1 youth minister for 5 years running. Living in my hometown with my beautiful wife and our 4 amazing kids. Love, your wife is a drunk slag that needs a good punch. Genuinely. I don't condone domestic violence. However, when your wife is constantly pissed and leaving your infant child in random places and pissing off because she wants a drink. Drop the bit. Never tried it, just basic biology. What the fuck is this chat indeed? If I'm not in church, you can catch me out on the open water, setting sail out on the seas of adventure. I love playing guitar and crushing my kids at Candyland. On a Friday night, you are most likely to lead the community in a fun mixer. If you had one thing to take with you onto a fourth time, desert island, what would it be? My sixth string. So far, that's probably one of the best, if not the best, choice for what you would take to a desert island. What are your turn-ons, my loving wife? Who are you trying to kid? She is not loving. She's gone. She's not with you anymore. She's done. Wanted to use a dildo. Not really hard multitasking 3 things. This is why I use a butt plug instead. That should stay in then. What is this conversation? What did you want to be when you grew up? Ship captain. What's your favourite excuse me, movie genre? Feel good movies. What's your ideal date? A lovely night on the town with my wife. Seriously, who are you trying to kid? What do you never leave home without? The good book. Change that to a good book and fair enough. I spend a lot of time thinking about how I can be a better man, husband and father by coming out of the closet and getting rid of that jumper around your fucking neck. May I need the movement of, yeah, this chat is quite bad. Are you surprised considering this is your chat? No, I'm not, to be honest. Your dirty talking led to this. This is inevitable. I think we've gone down the weird road. I think loading this web page up was the weird road. We're already there. We're done. We're gone. Alright, I'm messaging Craig. Needs to get out of the closet and the jumper needs to stay there. I wonder what Craig's up to today. I navigate to Craig's dad book page and type out a message. Oh god, yeah, they keep saying bro to each other. As college friends. Hey bro, or should I say neighbour, let's catch up like old times. A couple moments pass before I hear a ding on the computer. It's a message from Craig. That was quick. I wish there was timestamps so I could see exactly how quick. Because if it's very quick, he's keen. It depends on what my character judges as being a quick response. Some people don't respond for fucking weeks. This guy's home looks like... Considering this is how it's looked since we moved in, that's ridiculous. Hey Enclave, how you doing? More water, because Jesus Christ, my throat. Bro, my man, let's definitely hang soon. Might be a little different from our old weekend-long benders, but it'll still be fun. Oh, I'm going to leave this over here so I can actually get to it easier. I didn't read whatever that said, but oh well. We exchange a couple more messages and he logs off to prep for the game. Show me the messages! I should see if Amanda wants to join me. I walk over to Amanda's room and knock on the door. Yo, Amanda Panda. Oh, she's been crying. I open the door and find Amanda sitting cross-legged on the floor, surrounded by magazines and newspaper clippings. She seems to be making some sort of art piece, but her eyes are a little puffy, almost as if she's been crying. Prep for the game. Hey, are you alright?
I'm fine.
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. I just got sad because I realised that dogs are too often killed off in movies to elicit emotional reactions from the audience, instead of being given the respect that they deserve.
Ah.
It's not right. You sure that's all you're upset about? You have to tell me what's actually wrong. Dogs deserve better than this. That feels like too much of a brush off, because it's obviously not that. That feels like too demanding. That's a nice middle ground. there's, you know, anything going on, I just want you to know that I'm here for you, and I'll always be here for you. Whether you need a shoulder to cry on or a strong dad to go kick someone's butt. Somehow I don't think she's going to be asking this guy to do that. I'm only a phone call away. Thanks, Popsicle. Please never say that again, Amanda. I appreciate that, but I'm fine, really. I'm unconvinced, but I'll stop badgering her about it. Sure, she'll tell me when she's ready. What you working on? Just a collage. Collage? Class, I hate that word with a passion. We're supposed to make a piece that represents our goals for the future. Dora is a square. The reason why they use dogs is because people care about dogs, unlike about humans. Yes, this is true. I take a closer look at her collage. That's a lot of dogs. It's mostly dogs, yeah. Did you need something? You just turn those fucking lights off. You're wasting my electricity. Craig invited us to a softball game. Wanna go? Remember that one time you signed me up for softball and you brought me all the gear, and then you took me to the first game, and then someone hit a ball towards me and I just ran off the field crying? And then you hid in the dugout and would scream if I tried to pick you up. Yes. I was afraid of baseballs. I thought you were a gigantic sentient softball. So does that mean you don't want to go? Amanda gets up, looks me dead in the eye, determined. I'm finally ready to face my fears head on. Let's do this. Amanda and I make the short drive out to the local softball field. For a kid's softball game, it's pretty packed. The picture would suggest otherwise. The picture would suggest nobody turned up. We clamber up the bleachers and take our seats on the top row. I don't see Craig anywhere. So when do the kids start crying and running off of the field? You know that your relationship with softball is different from everyone else's relationship with softball, right? Okay, but I don't see some kids... If I don't see some kids cry, I'm going to be pretty disappointed. Same. Pokemon Reborn is... Ooh! Let me just note that. Thank you for telling me. I'm going to check that out. I hate this game, but I love it, but I hate it. Goddamn Elden Ring. Why do you hate it? What's going on? What's happened? They could be an amazing pick. I think sports uniforms are hot. May have been a factor in why I was okay with that him winning the vote. For nostalgia purposes, of course. Not because I take joy out of children fighting for my amusement. Definitely not that. Oh, what? I thought you said your bloody missus takes the baby every now and then. You've had her every time. The game starts and the kids run out onto the field. I see Craig by the dugout with a clipboard. He has River strapped to his chest as per usual. There's a guy in a pancake costume doing jumping jacks across the field. I guess that's the mascot. Reading the kids' brightly coloured jerseys, I see that it's the Maple Bay Flapjacks against the Pinewood Ocelots. Okay. Go Flapjacks. Choke up on the bat, Miranda. Yeah, Miranda, square up. Terms, what? How much do you know about softball? Enough to know that the balls are relatively hard, despite their name. But yelling is fun. Give it a shot, it's cathartic. Keep your eye on the ball. What's important is that you're having fun. Or what are you willing to sacrifice to win? Need to get through a fort to get to the second half of a... Get the second half of a lift medallion, but this fort where the piece is full of poisonous vampire bats. That does not sound fun. Particularly because the few times I've seen people playing Elden Ring, the flying enemies tend to be the most pain in the ass ones, from what I've seen. Particularly in smaller inside areas and smaller areas. Third option, death to the opposition. Fucking going for it. Leave it all out on the field, Miranda. If you want this, you're going to have to bleed for it. Oh, God. Who I assume to be Miranda's father gives me a dirty look. I shoot it back at him. That attitude is not going to bring Miranda to D1. Dad, please don't fight any other dads while we're out here. We watch a couple of innings of softball. They aren't ready for the major leagues yet, but Craig's trained his team pretty well. It seems like he's really good with kids. Ex-stand Craig is good with children. Whoa. That feels like more of a reason for a court order or something.
Oh.
Burnt can and will slap other dads to show dominance. On the ass, yes. Bye to Amanda, it was cathartic. It's amazing how hard they're hitting the ball and how no one has run off of the field crying yet. Amanda, dear, you have to let it go. Let what go? I'm perfectly fine. The opposing team is up at bat. They hit a fly ball over the centre field. Terms! The tiny little girl tries to get under the ball, but it misses her glove and hits her straight in the forehead. See? It's a completely justifiable fear. This is why I'm scared of sports, not because I'm a lazy bitch. The girl plops down on the grass and starts crying. Craig makes a beeline to her, checking her forehead and comforting her until her parents arrive. Carries her off the field as she sobs. You know what this is? I had like a good 2-3 hours with Resident Evil yesterday of not fucking up pretty much anything I said, reading pretty well. It's gone. It's destroyed me for the day. I also need the toilet. So you can just sit and stare at Amanda crossing her arms for a few minutes. I'll be back shortly. I won't be too long. Let's have some actual water. Not flavoured water, not energy drink. Ugh. Hopefully that'll help a bit. Right now they've got supersonic screams as well. Fuck that. Sonic screams, not supersonic screams. Either way, no. Now we pay for that English perfection. We want Amanda's jacket though. It is a cool jacket, to be fair. So ignore the fact this is fully a pint glass from the pub. Did I read this before? I didn't I? Man, it's strange to think how this was the guy who once backflipped off of a roof and into a pool while shotgunning a beer. He's so responsible now. Also, take that off the screen. The game resumes after the girl calms down a bit and we watch a couple more innings. Craig's team is crushing the other team in the 9th inning. The Ocelots seem to have given up by this point. I see one outfielder eating fistfuls of grass. A batter on the other team knocks a foul ball into the stands. I follow the trajectory and... Oh no, it's coming right for me. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. I close my eyes and brace for impact. I open my eyes and look over to see Amanda holding the softball, staring at it in amazement. I caught the ball? You saved me! I caught the ball! Dad, I caught the ball! You did it, Amanda. I faced my fears. I defeated the softball. I can do anything. Amanda and I share a big hug. It's a tender moment that I don't think anyone else watching really understood. I'm proud of you, kiddo. The game ends and Craig's team are declared the victors. We sit patiently as the girls line up to shake hands. Great job, everyone. We walk over to the dugout to congratulate Craig, who's talking with some of the parents. Craig, great work, man. Ugh. I love how he doesn't speak like this around anyone else. It's only when he's talking to Craig. Like it brings out the freaking college frat boy. Weird. Also, for the hydrate, I will drink any... I'm flipping them because of my throat. When you hydrate, I'm going to have something that will keep me awake. And I'll drink water just casually. I realise that they're not hydrating, so it doesn't make sense, but I don't care. But for today, hydrate is energy drink. I'll just drink water because it's helping. Thanks, we've been working hard all season, and it's great to see it paying off. I'm so proud of all my girls. Speaking of which, have you met Briar and Hazel? Who are you bitches? He has twins, these are the twins. These are the other kids. Hello. Hey, killer playing out there. Please don't be creepy like the other twins we've seen. The other twins were creepy, please don't go that route. Yeah, you guys rule. Baby's face. God. Thank you. You guys are twins, huh? So which one of you is the evil one? Hazel. Yeah, it's me. I can kind of tell by looking at your face. Good looking out? Interesting response. Do you guys ever pretend to be each other? I don't have a twin, but I think if I did, I'd be doing that constantly. Yeah, I take all of her maths tests, and I usually throw rocks at stuff, and when people get mad at them, I tell them I'm Briar. What? We will talk about this later. I just got a couple more things to clean up, then we can hang. Sounds good. Oh god. Just then, one of the moms jumps into the conversation. Janet? Didn't we have a Janet last week? There was a Janet in another game, maybe. There was a Janet in something that was a bitch. Not so fast, we have to celebrate our win. I'm taking the whole team to get pizza. Oh, I don't know if I can. Nonsense, the girls won. What sort of celebration could we have without our fearless leader? She lays a hand on his shoulder and gives him goo-goo eyes. Man, this mom is laying it on thick. This bitch better back off. Amanda and I share a look. This Janet is now Janice from Friends. Rocky Horror Picture Show Janet. My mind instantly goes, if anyone has ever, most people probably will never have heard of it, let alone watched it. Because it was a UK only. I think it was it a BBC comedy? I think it was a BBC comedy sitcom. 2 pints of lager and a packet of crisps. Janet from that, who is Sheridan Smith. That's who my mind goes to. Just, she was a bit slaggy, so yeah, it makes sense for me. Alright, is it cool if my bro comes along? The mom looks slightly put out, but covers it up with a smile. Of course! Is the wife hot? Obviously not, because they're not putting her on the screen. In my mind, you know the real Slim Shady video, the Eminem video, where the lady spits in his onion rings? That's Janet in my head. If you don't know the reference, it's not very far into the song. Go and watch the real Slim Shady. Is it the real Slim Shady song? Is that the name of the song? I can't remember the name of the song. The one where he's on about the real Slim Shady. I don't fucking know. I'm not an Eminem fan. But if you don't know the reference, just look it up. Find the clip. Find the bitch. Because that's who Janet is. That's who we are now referencing as. The cow that spits in his onion rings. Where are we going? Thirsty's Pizza? What? What? It's a real place. I thought hang on. The mother fully thought that she was being called out then, didn't she? Thirsty's Pizza. It has an arcade. And why are the pizzas under a fucking... What is this? Could you grab that menu case so I don't have to tab out? Please. That name's familiar. I'm pretty sure we've had one very similar to that before. Yeah, what is this actually a buffet? Because why is that bar there at the back? Like, you wouldn't leave pizzas under a hot lamp though, would you? Because they'd just dry out and go horrible. And you wouldn't leave... I suppose cold pizza isn't bad, so they could just be cold. Who knows? Or they could just be uncooked and you have to pick one and take it to get cooked. I don't know. An endless stream of girls clad in softball gear pile out of a minivan and into a local pizza buffet. There we go. Which is actually called Thirsty's Pizza. Amanda and I trail behind them with Craig. Can leave pizza in a buffet. I mean, over here, we always do, like, mini pizzas. Ones that are, like, that big. Bite-sized pizzas. That are always cold, but... I don't know, I just... When I think pizza, I want it hot and I want it fresh. Kinda like my men. Reminds me of all the awful pizza we put into our bodies back in the day. Remember how we used to just fold whole pies in half and then put taco fillings inside? Oh my god, that sounds amazing. So you made a burrito out of a pizza, essentially. Ah, pizzacos. I could never forget. How did we survive college? Our bodies were younger back then, more elastic, more flexible. More able to handle the toxic waste we put inside of us, like each other. Fuck's sake. The good old days. Thank you, Manuke. Stamina. The kids run around playing arcade games and eating greasy food. Amanda and I jump on a couple of slices of mediocre pizza. Hey, give me a pizza, that. No, just for that pun. No, absolutely not. The baby's face is creepy. I think it's the nose. The nose is what throws it for me. Like, the eyes are kind of creepy. But saying that, everyone's eyes are creepy. Why is the pupil really bright and the iris really dark? Like, just switch them, even for Amanda. Why is it gold in the middle? And then a dark brown on the outside? Switch them. I know, like, gold irises isn't common, but... / normal. But the iris should be dark. Like Chucky. I mean... I'm just kidding. I'm eating strictly eating salad here. Excuse me. Thanks for addressing the issue, Amanda. Christ. Irish should be dark. Thanks for addressing the issue, Amanda. Dad! A different mom walks up to us, talking to Craig as if we weren't even there. Fuck's sake. Martha. Craig, thank you so much for looking after our kids. My daughter tells me every day about how great you are. What, your daughter wants him as well? I mean, I don't blame her. Oh, I'm happy to look after them. Definitely helps that I have kids of my own. It's been so hard since Daniel left. I'm glad to know that my children have a strong male role model in their lives. I'm not even looking at the clip. I don't want to tab out. Fuck you. Amanda and I look at each other again. Ray gets it from all angles, huh? He can get it from whatever angle he fucking wants. Craig smiles sheepishly. Thank you so much. Craig holds his fist up for a fist bump from the mom in what I think is a manoeuvre to lighten the conversation. Craig. Most women do not fist bump. I don't think most mothers definitely don't fist bump. What are you doing? He looks super uncomfortable. I should throw him a bone here. Create a diversion, tag team with Amanda, or smokescreen Martha. I mean, Amanda's pretty quick on the draw. Let's go with Amanda. I give Amanda another knowing look, and she hits it back with a nod. She understands. Seriously, whoever did the writing for this, stop capitalising random words. Why is look? There are ways to emphasise words without randomly capitalising a word that should not be capitalised. It's bothering me. Amanda puts a hand to her stomach and looks at me with puppy dog eyes. Dad, I don't feel so good. I think I ate too much pizza. Yeah, but if it's the look, then the should also be capitalised. Because it's the look. If you just capitalise and look, it just makes the sentence look stupid. It shouldn't be capitalised. No. Put an underscore. That'll do. Underscore it. Or put it in a different colour. Most games like this just like to emphasise bits. Just stick it in a blue or a pink or something. Oh no, sweetie. You're not going to projectile vomit everywhere, are you? Yeah, I think I'm going to projectile vomit everywhere right now. The words projectile vomit and right now usually seem to get everyone to clear out, but Martha's not budging. Well, it doesn't make sense to me and it looks horrible, so it's wrong. Back it up, Martha, you're in the splash zone. I drank a lot of orange juice this morning and it's feeling pretty acidic. You'll be fine. This bitch. Amanda shoots me a worried look. This con is going sideways. I should have known that a mom of all people would take the fake puke scam. But would know the fake puke scam. Take it. Well, I guess it went away and now I'm fine and nothing's wrong. She turns her back on me to talk to Craig. So I'm taking Hazel and Briar tonight for the sleepover. Yep, they're pretty excited about it. Do you want to take the baby as well so we can have some alone time? You'll keep them out of trouble, right? Oh, of course, but I could always use help watching after everyone tonight if you're not doing anything. My brain just stopped for a split second then, like, mid-sentence just... It's like there was a small bar in my head of loading. Wasn't quite there. On the phone as well. Pretty sure Tom's not having a good day. Wow, this lady is really going for the gold. This lady needs to back the fuck up.
Hey.
Ha, it'll actually be nice to have a night to myself and River, but thanks for the invite. Wow, even the kid Even the baby. It's like, Martha, I've had enough of your shit. Martha, you might want to grab your child. She's stuffing pizza into a coin slot. Martha angrily turns her attention towards her daughter. Tiffany, not another arcade machine. I swear if we have to buy it. That's what you get for calling your daughter Tiffany. Martha storms off towards her kid. She seems nice. Yeah, the team is one big, weird family. Takes all sorts, right? Tiffany, don't eat the tokens! Tiffany's a stellar hitter. Phew, I finally think I have time to talk to Craig now. Man, you're a busy guy, huh? Only on days like today, I hope. Dad, what do you want, bitches? That should be his response. Hey, girls. Dad, can you help us beat our record on DDR? Please have just a random cutscene of him dancing on DDR. Come on. Come on. Don't you fucking dare ask me. Don't you fucking dare ask me. I know where it's going. No. No. We told Ariana's dad, Grande, that you could destroy him on the dance mat. Please help.
Oh, man.
Girls, you know I don't have my jukes anymore. But Dad... I used to love DDR, but this is like back when there was the one that you could plug into your PlayStation. Like PS1 PlayStation. Craig looks at me like a hurt puppy.
Oh.
Sorry, dudes. Duty calls. I promise we'll catch up in a bit. Duty is still quite strong today. I'm not surprised. It's ridiculously good. It's one of those things that will never disappear because it's pretty freaking unique. Kind of like Guitar Hero, etc. Stuff like that. And nothing's really appeared to challenge it. It's all good, buddy. Craig runs off with his daughters and I'm left alone with mine. Man, I was really hoping to hang out with Craig more today, but it seems like he's getting dragged in every direction. It definitely wasn't like this in college. I feel like we might be a third wheel here. I definitely feel like I might have a cold coming on. Because it's starting to get that, you know, that warm feeling you get at the top of your nose when your sinuses are starting to go. Fabulous. Not long had a fucking cold. There's worse places in an arcade to be left to your own devices. You're right. Want to drop some coin on pinball? You know it. Amanda and I pull up to a machine that's feeling pretty hot and get to work. I'm a little rusty, but the pinball wizard within me will never die. I pull out a decent score and then challenge Amanda to top mine. And immediately she gets multi-ball. Looks like she takes after her father. You're pretty good. Don't patronise me. Sorry, don't patronise me. Just trying to pay a compliment. Amanda shushes me. She's in her zen zone. He fights valiantly, racking up points by the millions. He's this close to beating my score, but I feel honoured just being able to watch. You're friends with Craig, right? Oh, fuck off, Janet! Don't spit in your own onion rings. Janet from earlier walks up and leans onto the pinball machine. Yeah? We went to college together. Please don't lean on my thing. Huh. That's so interesting. So do you know if he's, like, available? This bitch. Oh, I honestly don't know if I could say. Seriously, you're gonna make it tilt. Get your fucking whore bingo wings off my pinball machine before I drop you. Because it seems like so much work to watch after his kids. Don't you think it would be great if he... For the love of God, take the hint. Lady, I swear to God. All of a sudden, a buzzer sounds and the game is over. Janet made the pinball machine tilt.
Whoa.
You stone harpy. Oh, that made me snort. You stone harpy. What? I said I have to go over there now and put pizza in my mouth, so I don't say anything that'll hurt your feelings. I fucking love Amanda. She's great. Amanda. Bro. What's going on? Now's our chance. If we don't get out of here now, we're stuck for the rest of the night. I wrangle Amanda and say some quick goodbyes with Craig. We head out of the pizza place, finally. I swear to God, if Janet or fucking Martha follow us, I'll slice a bitch. I'll slice a bitch. Amanda promises that she'll keep the couch warm for me and heads home. Alone time minus this. Hope you don't mind me bringing you back here. Not at all. I'm literally going to ignore 90% of the bros and dudes, because fuck off. It's good to finally get you all to myself for a second. River burps. Well, almost all to myself. Hold up. Craig walks over to the trunk of his car and pulls out 2 gloves and a softball. Up for some catch? This might be less catch and more you throwing the ball and me running after it, but sure. Sounds familiar, this. We stand in the middle of the empty baseball diamond and start tossing the ball back and forth. You motherfucker. You motherfucker. What's the timer on that fucking redeem? I can't remember. I don't want to tab out. It is not an hour. 10 minutes. Ugh. Timer, 10 minutes go. Okay. Apologies if you get the mobile interference sound. We stand in the middle of the empty baseball diamond and start tossing the ball back and forth. This is where none of them say it now. I have a cooler in my car that we could grab, but there's only juice boxes in there. Man, fatherhood is strange. You're telling me. I can't believe I'm looking back on my keg stand Craig days and reminiscing about it. Those were some good times. I don't know anyone else who could pull off the rare horizontal keg stand. It was a feat of discipline, bro. Fuck. Trust me. Bruh. I haven't properly hung out with Craig in so long. I don't even know where to begin. There is definitely a cold coming on because the nose is going. Actually, when that timer runs out, I'm going to go have an antihistamine just in case it is hay fever. Ask about coaching softball. Ask about the business. Ask about the kids. That's enough for now. Business. Fuck the kids. Not literally. So, you run a business now? Yep, we sell fitness gear. Shock. Imports and exports mostly, but we're coming up with our own line of athleisure wear soon. Is athleisure an actual fucking term? I nod. I mostly use my sweatpants for watching TV and not, sweating. Sounds like he'd make a killing. Hey. Ray can walk around in his tight grey sweatpants. All he likes. Preferably commando. If you ever need athletic gear, I've got your back. You can sponsor me. I'll rep your athleisure wear brand while I mow my lawn. That is the glamorous lifestyle we're catering to, yes. I second that statement. I suppose I'll ask all the questions, fuck it. He's obviously going to like me taking an interest. So is softball coach the life you wanted? Or was it the life that was just thrust upon you, like many, many other things? Most the bloody women in the area. I'll admit that I was hesitant at first. Raya and Hazel had so much energy that we just had to get them into sports, but no one was there to run the team. The more I did it, the more I saw how much it meant to all the girls. I'm worried there'd be a riot if I quit. I would also be afraid of a bunch of tiny children with metal bats. Same.
I don't know.
They're quick and they work as a team. I've trained them too well. They take you down like a pack of velociraptors on a T-Rex. Please tell me that you got that reference. You didn't, did you? Exactly. Ask about the kids. I can't believe you're a father of 3. Neither can I. You know me, I'm an indecisive person. Did you just not decide to wear a condom? You switched your major 4 times. Yeah, I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life. But raising kids, when Briar and Hazel were born, it all finally made sense. It was like all the time I'd spent trying to figure things out led to them. I couldn't be happier about it. I don't think I've ever cared about anything as much as I care about them. I had the exact same feeling when Amanda was born. It was the best thing to ever happen to me. It could be the only thing that ever happened to me, and I would still be proud of the life I lived. Slight mix up with the story there, because we adopted her when she was young, not when she was born, from the start of the story. Like, it wasn't a surrogate, it was an adoption. Because we chose it at the start. It's nice out here. Quiet. Must be good to get away from the softball moms for a bit, huh? Christ, Janet. Yeah, that was a lot. Are they always like that? Actually, that wasn't nearly as bad. We adopt her at birth. I remember picking adoption, but the other option was birth. Because the other option was my husband, whatever it was the dad. Like the bio dad. There spiritually for the birth. I most definitely was not. One thing that no one will ever get me to do. Be present for a birth. No fucking thank you. I'm just so not interested. Well, what are you interested in? Peace and quiet. That hot silence.
Hey.
My ultimate sexual fantasy is sleeping in on a Saturday.
Nice.
But more seriously, I just can't get back into dating right now. I couldn't even if I wanted to, there's no time. And I feel so uncomfortable trying to introduce a stranger into my girls' lives. They've already been through so much, I can't put them through that. Buddy, I hear you. So the moms can hit on me all they want, but the girls are my top priority. Not because the process of birth is disgusting, just because you don't want to see a fanny. Both. But mostly because it's disgusting. And to be honest, if I had a woman screaming constantly next to me, I would not be able to hold back slapping her. And nobody needs that in the process of labour. Nobody needs that added to the pile. Some random gay guy slapping them around the face again to shut the fuck up. You're doing a great job. The right person will come along eventually. Hit softballs, don't get hit on by moms. The right person will come along. That got us some eggplants. You don't have to rush it, man. Things will fall into place for you. And someday, you're going to find someone who cares about your kids as much as they care about you. Just not this one, because she's creepy. Bro, that's so sweet. While I'm distracted, I miss the softball. And it hits me right on the head. Wow, that hurts. Amanda was right all along. Sorry, dude. This fucking timer finished yet, Jesus Christ. I've still got 3.5 minutes. Craig runs over to me. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Wait, let me do the dad thing for a second. Craig spends a moment examining my head. Craig, there is a child present.
I don't know.
No worries, enjoy your food, Silver. And let us know what it is. There's food. Don't remember, there was like 3 quotes in a row. Good, forget it. Worse than I thought. Don't tell me you have to kiss it to make it better. You would be so lucky. That was planned. I mean... I don't remember what I said. Hello, it's been more than 3 seconds. Kissing is for the weak. I feel like I've earned it at this point, waiting all day to hang out with you. I couldn't not click I mean. With how frequently I say I mean, I had to click I mean. He quote about gay man slapping pregnant woman and adding her to the pie. Well, you'll have to clip and go back or whatever. Find it, because I can't repeat it. I don't know what I said.
Oh.
Well, Craig leans in and kisses my forehead. We've started it.
Oh.
Walk it off, champ. Are the lights on this softball field really hot, or is it just me? I get up and dust myself off. River yawns. Where did Twitch put that button to rewind the stream? Hey little buddy, you must be getting tired, huh?
Nice.
I hate to say it, but I should probably head out. Sorry things are so... You get older and life just kinda gets in the way, huh? We start walking back to the parking lot. Hey, remember that one house party we went to that got broken up by a helicopter? How could I forget? You and me hopped over a concrete wall to get away. But the other side of the fence was a parking lot where a bunch of cops were parked. Oh man, yeah. Could you imagine the look on our faces? We just walked straight past them like we were out for a stroll. Wait, did the cops see you jump the wall, or were they just there and you walked past them? That's a major point in that story, loves, you've missed. Oh, we've got another one. Can you grab that Manuke, please? Not knowing that we were at the party, they started joking with us about how big of a bust it was. We had to talk with them for 30 minutes. You told them you were interested in joining the academy.
Whoa.
I have a feeling this is hay fever, not cold. And if it is, that sucks, because the only thing that's in here at the minute that should still be triggering is my flowers that are up on the side. And if that's what's triggering me, I'm going to be pissed off. We'll see whether an antihistamine helps in a minute. And then they started giving me pointers for the exam. Longest 30 minutes of my life. That was the longest 10 minutes of my life. Now I don't have to keep doing it. Right, now that that time is finished, I'm going to go and get an antihistamine and go for a quick wee. So I will be back shortly. He's got anyone have 5k points. No, you're not allowed to do it again. I don't actually know what the cooldown is on that. Hang on, let me tab out. May have set it for like a once a stream job. I'm not sure. I don't think I did. What is it? Ban an in-game action. It's 30 minutes and 3 uses per stream. If it weren't on cooldown, I'd be worried there was something wrong with Burnt. All the cooldowns were set up at the same time. All the game coming back and forth. Getting rid of notifications. Right, where were we? Hopefully that antihistamine does the job, and it's not a cold coming on. To be fair, not to jinx it, but already feel a tiny bit better. Don't know how quick antihistamines are supposed to take effect, but interesting. Man, college. But genuinely, I don't take antihistamines ever. I've never had to. Because I get hay fever maybe every other year, and only for a bit at the start of spring. My hay fever's weird. Good old days, right? We get back to our cars. Craig pulls me into a hug, or at least as much as we can manage with a baby between us. River, you fuck! You're ruining it. You're cock blocking me. It's about 20 to 30 minutes. Well, I say that it also wasn't a antihistamine, it was something else. Different type of hay fever relief, but yeah, just whatever we had. It took a while to find as well, because of the infrequency that we have to use them. I don't know where Tom hides them. Had to find them. Never enough time, huh?
Oh.
Guess not. Let me make it up to you. Let's hang soon, yeah? Without the child. I'd like that. I yawn as I walk through the door, spotting Amanda hunched over her collage, glue stick in hand. Burning the midnight art oil? Figured I might do something productive between episodes of Shark Hunter lip sync battles. What is wrong with the programs you people watch? Do the Sharks lip sync or do the Shark Hunters lip sync? Yes. I look over her shoulder at the collage. Amanda, this is some good art. Look at this good art you made. I mean, I wouldn't give her that much praise. She's cut up magazines and stuck them to a piece of paper. Like, ain't that good. That would literally be me as a parent. They'd be there really proud of of this little collage they've done, and I'll be there like, love, you just cut some shit up and stuck it back together. Ain't that good. Probably what I would think if I knew what you watched, Burnt. What do you mean? What do you mean? I don't watch that much concerning stuff. Some. Not that much. Thanks, I'm just about done. Like before, it's still a lot of dogs. In one corner is a giant pile of cash. In the other it's... Amanda, is that me? Yep. The whole thing is about my goals for the future, and those are basically just to sit on a giant pile of money with my 20 dogs and just have a strong and mutually supportive relationship with my father into adulthood. Oh, now you've done it. Get ready to watch your dad cry. Here it comes. It's happening. Oh, Dad. You did this with your good art. Fuck's sake. He pats me on the back. How was your hang with Craig? I wipe a tear from my eye. It was good. That Craig guy sure is busy. Yeah. The softball life isn't for quitters. Also, I'm very proud of you for facing your fears today. How does it feel? I am on top of the world. I should start facing my fears more often. Oh yeah? How about tomorrow we hit some empty parking lots and practice, dare I say, parallel parking? Baby steps, Dad. I'll work my way up to it. If you're working your way up to parallel parking, what's on the scale between baseball and parallel parking? Far more happy than you should be about skipping the bros and dudes. So what happened with the mom? Did she die from a stalker or left after or join an all-boy band? So we were a gay couple I was married to. I don't think... Did they specify how he died? Did he get ill? I want to say there was something about him getting ill. My memory is an issue. But yeah, she had 2 dads. There was a bit of a picture of him at the start of the game where you see literally his chin. But yeah, he died, we moved. Then the story happens. Alright, I'm going to hit the hay. Obviously she has a mom somewhere, but as far as the story goes, she's not mentioned at all. Take care of late night television for me, alright? I let them know you said hey. Date complete.
Man, that was amazing. Just like back in college. I've missed you, dude.
Sorry. I heard that was amazing. Something about college and then something else, but it was too quiet for me to hear it. Oh, so he could have had something to do with pinball. Would he have joined us on pinball? Marinara? Pizza? Poker Buddy? Oh, because of Martha. Well, we did well enough to get an S rank either way, and apparently 98 million points. I heard none of that, so it was just you sat there looking confused. It was really quiet. Like, even for me, so if for you, it's probably barely audible at all, if at all. But, yeah. He said something about, that was amazing. Something, something college, something, 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 something. While I'm doing my afternoon word jumbles, I hear the mail truck pull through the cul-de-sac. I wonder if we got any coupons today. Oh god, we are so old. The nice mail person slides a couple letters in a large yellow envelope through the slot. It takes a couple of tries for them to get it in. Ah, my mind, why? My mind just made delivering the fucking mail dirty. So basically Craig was drunk, probably. I mean, I hope not, because his daughter was strapped to his chest, but probably. That water bottle ain't water. Hey, my coupons. I take a closer look at the large yellow envelope. I lightly knock on Amanda's door. She probably has headphones on. Your mind makes everything dirty, you're not wrong. Amanda. She yells through the door. What? Even a bloody bird. That bird has 100% got a dildo for a nose. Leave me alone. I have something for you. I'm kind of busy right now. Can you come back later? She is fapping. She's fapping. There's some beaning going on. Okay, just thought you'd want this big old envelope we got from HIA. Immediately, Amanda pushes her door open. Or an Institute for the Arts? I mean, if you're busy, I can come back. Father, please. Hand her the envelope, which she tears open with her teeth. That's probably bad for your teeth. She doesn't seem to hear me and spits out a piece of envelope. She pulls out a letter and unfolds it. Why are we shouting? Why are we not? And the suspense is killing me. This is her dream school. Amanda's face is unreadable. If it's a big envelope, it's not a freaking sorry, is it? It's a you're in. I can't believe this. Oh, honey, it's okay if you didn't. I got in. Oh, I got in. Amanda tosses the letter aside and gives me a big hug. Congratulations, that's amazing. I'm so proud of you. Add that to the list of words that I'm just going to skip over. Ugh. She pulls away and looks at the letter again. Oh my god, I really can't believe I got in. Well, of course you got in. You're a great student. You nailed that interview and your photography is amazing. And you make great collages and cut up dogs.
Oh.
Wait, Dad, I know this one's really expensive, and it's so far away. I think for a moment. HIA was one of the most expensive schools that Amanda applied to, but I know she's had her heart set on it for the longest time. Ow, I just need the table. Table? Desk. It'll be tough, but we're gonna make it work. Really? Of course. I'll be skint for you to go to college and just spend a couple of years being buggered repeatedly. I don't know. What do people do at college? Because I don't think it's study half the time. Amanda hugs me again. Thanks, Dad. Okay, we're celebrating tonight. Dinner, your choice, wherever you want. Wherever? Sorry, there's a beach. There's a pier, a wharf, whatever you want to call it. Amanda and I walk along the bayside. There we go. Tearing into our foil-wrapped burritos from a nearby food truck. She chose good. She chose good. You could have chosen anywhere in Maple Bay. Of course it's a fucking bay. Maple Bay. Jesus Christ, Richard. Cost was not a determining factor. Please, Dad, you know I'm a simple gal. Just give me a Rito with a view. Maple Gay. I can't say I'm mad. Amanda and I sit on a patch of grass and watch ships sail lazily through the bay. And the dorms are right near a bunch of cafes, and there are all these galleries nearby, and there's a discount if you bring your student ID, and... Amanda, slow down, you're gonna choke on your burrito. No comment. I know, I'm just excited. Did I mention that students get their own studio space once they're seniors? And we get all the professional photo editing software for free. Maple Gay. It's nice to see Amanda so enthusiastic about HIA, but I wish she wouldn't do it in between bites of her burrito. I thought I taught her to chew with her mouth closed. Well, yeah, people who eat with their mouth, like, fully open need a slap. One of the guys at the board games group on Monday was doing it. He was talking, and then he opened a packet of crisps and started chewing, and he chews, like, with the urge to lean across the table and just straight across the face. Like, no, close your fucking mouth while you chew. I wonder who my roommate's going to be. You take a survey online and they match you with someone with a similar major and interests. I bet they're going to be best friends. Pagan and I were. A good roommate can be a lifelong friend and bum buddy. Let's not sugarcoat it, Bird. Bum buddy. But don't even get me started on bad roommates. Oh no. I'm just kidding. We didn't have a bad roommate. Our only other roommate was a puppy that Craig brought home one night. We spent a semester fabricating a story about our new foreign exchange student who had a really bad cough that sounded exactly like a dog's bark. Carl ruled. Ooh, they let you have animals in the dorms if you get a note saying you need one. I bet I could forge one. I think I'd get a rabbit, or maybe a snake, or maybe both. Would the snake eat a rabbit though? Yes, it would. If it could. Depends on the snake and the rabbit. Oh boy, I think I'll leave that all up to you. She's so excited, I don't want to disappoint her, but I need to be real for a second. Ugh. So, you know I had that talk with Mr. Vega. Snake. Snake, not rabbit. Snake. Because then if you have got a bad roommate, you've got something you can threaten the fucker with. Get a poisonous snake, or a boa, or a constrictor. Come on. Come on. Something that you can inflict pain with if you need to. Get a crocodile. He didn't tell you about the dumpster fire, did he? What? No. I don't want to put a dampener on the good news, but I need you to knock it out of the park these last few months of school, okay? If you really want to go to Horns, we need the scholarship money. I know you can do it. Okay. Her eyes are red again. I promise I'll try harder. I pat her on the back. Think you can handle a 14-hour drive to come home for the holidays? Gonna be some treacherous ice roads to cross. And don't even get me started on the paranormal occurrences. Fucking, I need to stop watching TV. Well, it'll be worth it if I get to see you. My eyes immediately well up with tears. Jesus Christ, this pair. Oh, Dad, don't cry. I love how they didn't bother to put the reddening on his face, though. He gets it when she cries, he doesn't. In that case, I'm getting a Black Widow and rigging a mechanism to open its cage when the door to my room opens. I just get the world's angriest cat. Basically myself. I'll just sit there and scratch the fuck out of anyone who comes in. Sorted. Half hour. Sorry, I'm just very, very proud of you. You're all grown up now and you're such a good person, and I hope you know how important you are to me. Dad, stop. You're going to make me cry too. It's too late, honey. It's happening. Dad, I can't get tears in my burrito. It's going to make it taste sad. I pull Amanda in for a hug and kiss her on the forehead. Love you, kiddo. Love you too, Pop. At least you said Pops, not Popsicle. Pops I can accept.
Welcome.
Popsicle. Oh, hello. Here we have a heart. Also had a message. Sorry. Don't listen, this is you from the past. Whoa, how'd this happen? I figure you're trying to reply to this because I know myself, but this is an automated message from you earlier in the morning. When it was socially unacceptable to go out and buy ice cream. I forgot I did that. Didn't mean to click off. I forgot how I did that as well. The future is amazing. Listen, life is short, and ice cream should always be acceptable, but unfortunately it isn't in the society we live in. And it's less the society we live in, and more me projecting my own anxiety about being judged onto others, but you know what I mean. By the time you're reading this, it is a certain time of day in which nobody will bat an eye at you for going out and buying ice cream. You know what to do. Be good, me. You know what? I've earned a treat. On the way home, I decide to stop off and grab some ice cream, which I fully plan to eat directly from the tub. I feel called out a little bit because that's me. If we buy a tub of ice cream, it's going in one night, and I'm just going to sit there with a tub and a spoon. I'll go, be back later, have a good stream. Thank you very much. I hope you have a good evening if you don't come back. But we will be live until probably... assuming that I don't feel like shit later on, 8:30, 9. We might end a little early because I need to finish cleaning before cooking, but we'll see. Yeah, I hope you have a good evening. Eating from the tub is the only way to do it. Exactly. Exactly. Particularly when it's not like 2-person portion of cold mac and cheese. Ugh. Ugh. Depending on the mac and cheese. Ugh. Yeah, why cold? Do you not have a microwave? Or an oven? That you could have reheated? You lazy fuck. Lazy fuck. Yeah, like, if it's like a family big tub, like the 3-litre fuckers or whatever, fine, don't sit with the tub because that's too much for you to sit and eat. And if you're anything like me, ice cream's one of those things that if you've got a tub in front of you and you start eating it, you can't stop yourself eating it. Like, I think the biggest tub I've had was a 700 litre, where I've sat and ate it all in one go. My tongue was blue, my lips were starting to go a bit blue, my fingernails had gone blue, because I was that cold from holding the tub and eating the ice cream. Like, to the point that I think it was when I was back at my parents and my sister saw me and was like, "What the fuck have you done? Are you okay?" Like, yeah, I just ate ice cream. Don't worry, I'm not dying. I'm not dying. I'll be fine in a couple of minutes, but I had a lot of ice cream. But if you get like the Ben and Jerry's tubs or Haagen-Dazs tubs or whatever, that is a one sitting portion. I don't give a shit what anyone says. That is a one sitting portion. Why I never buy the big ones, because it is a truth universally acknowledged that one does not simply stop eating ice cream. This is true. I don't see why I'm struggling to lose weight. I just can't stop eating. Yeah, I understand why I struggle to not put weight on. Let alone lose weight, not put weight on. Because I like food, and once I start eating, I will eat everything that's in front of me. And the ice cream's no good. Then I'd just open another one. Or order some if I don't have any left in. There's quite a few dessert places nearby that will deliver me some ice cream. Most of the kebab shops in the area will deliver Ben and Jerry's tubs. Which is amazing. It's always fucking expensive if you do it that way, because it's always like, oh, here's a tub of Ben and Jerry's for £8.50. Like, love, I can get it in the shop for fucking £3. £3, you've almost tripled it. But I want ice cream and you're delivering, so... My workout, I'm just keeping it at a balance. Yeah, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do a workout routine in general. I definitely couldn't manage my diet at the same time. That's something I'm going to need to learn at some point. Otherwise, I'm going to end up being one of those people who can't get off the sofa. I just keep my weight the same for 2 years now. I'd actually need to lose it. I don't even know what my weight is anymore. I don't look. I refuse. I refuse. All I know is when I left school, I was dirty skinny. Like, dirty skinny. I think I was about 7 stone 4 when I left school. I think. Like 5'6" height. And 7.5 stone max. And the last time I checked was about 6 months ago, and I was about 12, just under 12, 11.5, 12. I wouldn't mind losing a couple of stone and just getting rid of the stomach. But I don't have the willpower, and I like food. Quite a few dessert places near you that are being kept afloat by ordering from them. Yeah. Same as our local taxi places are being kept in business by Tom, because he gets like 5 taxis a fucking day. Last night I had hash brown at 1:30 at night. Hey, that's not a bad thing. Hash browns are amazing. If we had hash browns, I'd probably do the same, but usually in the middle of the night if I'm hungry, it's just like corn on the cob. 20-30 minutes in the oven. Buttery as fuck. Corn on the cob. Yeah, but what size are the hash browns? Because some of them can be quite small, and in which case 6 is not bad. Some of them can be fucking huge, in which case 6 is bad. What's the secret? What is that on the right of the screen? Is that a fucking adult store? Or it's either a bar / club, or that's an adult shop. Never had hash browns. I hope you're keeping a list of all the food the food and drinks we're all going to have to try whenever we see each other, because add that to the fucking list. I'll make the one I miss my girlfriend. Oh, bless. We have hash browns all the fucking time. Me and Tom love them. Yeah, strip club maybe. Not my kind of strip club, mind. Obviously. Well, you never know. I wouldn't know until I walked in. I spend a lot of time trying to figure out just which type of ice cream I'd like to eat directly from the tub. Rocky Road, pistachio. Oh, Amanda's probably going to want some too. Better get 2 tubs. She loves cookie dough ice cream, right? Yeah, but it's a growing list. Like every conversation we'll think of something. Ooh, grated cheese. Ooh. Cheesy hash browns. To be fair, can't remember where it was. One of the takeaways we had a couple of months back, they did hash browns as a side, and we were curious. Mostly curious as to, because it just said hash browns, 50p. Like, 50p? I really wanted to know whether it was a hash brown. It was a hash brown, and it wasn't a big one. It was one of the ones that's like that kind of size, of the triangular ones. However, it was quite thick because the middle of it was cheese. It was a cheese-filled hash brown. Like, the entire centre was melted cheese. And Tom has to make us drinks, yes. Or if the bar's open at the time, we can just go and force whoever's working to make us drinks, because then Tom could drink with us. Not the pre-grated stuff, but proper Gruyere, freshly grated from the block. I mean, I'm a mozzarella slag, so pre-grated is fine for me, because mozzarella is horrible to touch, to grate it. Also, so, we all like a good tub of ice cream. If you had to pick, you slag. I love me some mozzarella. If I'm going to melt cheese, mozzarella has to be in there somewhere. Either full mozzarella or half mozzarella and half something else. If you had to pick, like he is now, one tub of ice cream to sit and eat the entirety of, what type of ice cream are you getting? Hey, mister. Oh, fuck off. You're going to want me to buy something. I turned around to see Ernest leaning up against the wall of the convenience store. Ernest? You're cool, right? No way. I'm about to go sprawl out on the couch, fucking hell, on the couch between a litre of ice cream and a basic cable package, and I have every intention of waking up in that position tomorrow morning. What do you think? You go pistachio. Mozzarella has many uses, and pizza is not the only one. Caramel. There's no good one that has caramel. Something that has caramel in it. See, I would either go... I dip. It would either be cookie dough, mint chocolate chip, or salted caramel. Depends on my mood, but it's one of those three. Mozzarella's nice in everything. Like, whatever you're putting cheese in, switch out some of it for mozzarella. It improves it. It's good. People who deny the truth of the bread. The bread sandwich? What? The fuck is a bread sandwich? As in, it's bread inside of bread? What Ben and Jerry one would you have if you could have it? Caramel choo choo. Mozzarella ice cream. Bread inside bread is not a sandwich. It's just bread. A sandwich is bread with a filling that's not bread. Well, it doesn't even need to be bread. Some sandwiches don't use bread, but it's something surrounded by something different. My brain's now stuck on mozzarella ice cream, Pingy, fuck. But that would probably work, actually, for a flavour. I mean, you can get savoury ice cream, so... I've had this argument for years now. And you also call it a triple decker with 3 slices of bread. Yeah, but then it's not a bread sandwich, it's just a triple decker sandwich. With bread, filling, bread, filling, bread. Oh no, blue cheese, anything's disgusting. I used to have triple deckers all the time. It would be bread, sausages, bread, tomatoes, bread. As in, like, tin plum tomatoes. It's so good. And the extra bread was required to soak up the frickin' tomato juices. Bread, 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 bread. Too many carbs. Too many carbs. Bread triple decker sandwich. Ugh, Parmesan ice creams. Why would I want ice cream to smell like feet? I like Parmesan, but it smells like feet. It's just called a loaf. Man, talking to you sucks. Could you just help me out? Help you out? There's no fire involved, is there? Oh yeah, he's the guy that likes burning things. Just clouds. So if I give you $20, will you buy me some e-liquid? Ernest, What's e-liquid? Fucking snort again, Jesus. So for so good? I don't know that one. I don't think. Did you misread it because you didn't see the didn't process the and symbol? Because that's what I read first. It's like a Gatorade, you know, electrolyte liquid. I get it myself, but I'm banned from here for trying to run a grift on the cashier. A classic fiddle game, you know the deal. Oh, if you're talking about balanced electrolytes, then I've got you, little buddy. I didn't know you played the fiddle. Fuck's sake. Just ask the clerk for the blue Cranrazapple Vortex. He'll know what it is. Oh, he's gone with the pistachio. Caramel ice cream and chocolate brownies, chocolate cookies and salty caramel swirl. Ooh. That doesn't sound like it knocks caramel choo-choo off the top, but that would be up there for me. That sounds quite good. That sounds quite good. I pick up a tub of pistachio ice cream for myself and a tub of cookie dough for Amanda. Search around for some blue Crazin Void Starer, but I can't seem to find any. He's already forgotten what it's called. I turn to the cashier. Well, that would never happen to me, so get your mind out of the gutter. There is nothing wrong with vanilla as long as it's a good vanilla ice cream. I was too short to be a basic bitch, Silver. Say, where's your finest e-liquid? Behind the counter. You got an ID? First of all, my daughter is older than you. Second of all, I'm flattered. I switched shampoo recently. Is that taking some years off? Look, you need to be 21 to buy vape juice. Your hair doesn't look a day over 20. Wait a minute. Are you just trying to butter me up to get me to buy more ice cream because it's working? I glance outside and spot Ernest staring at me. Double wait a minute. So you're telling me that e-liquid is not a sports drink? It's for vaping. Ernest is watching us intently through the window. I better go give that kid a piece of my mind. I see. Oh dear. Vanilla's good, but if I get something, I want to get something that has something more in it. Yeah. Might be a basic bitch, please. I'm not a cheap bitch. Some vanilla ice creams are really good, but it's always... Vanilla's the weird one. It's the one where it's like the cheaper ones tend to taste better, but the more expensive ones have the better like dairy texture to them. Because the more expensive ones use actual vanilla, which isn't that strong a flavour. And then cheaper ones use the artificial vanilla, which is like punch you in the back of the fucking throat. Fucking cream soda flavoured kind of vanilla. Which I quite like. So I'm fine with being a cheap bitch if I fancy vanilla. No, vanilla is the only one, flavour-wise, I would say cheaper is better than more expensive. Texture is always better with more expensive, personally. I've not found a decent, cheap, like, Store Zone or whatever brand that's good, better texture. But taste-wise, I prefer the vanilla in a cheaper one. Add caramel sauce to top it off. That is also a good point. You could just chuck in some sauces. Now thinking about ice cream, that's not acceptable because we don't have any. And Tom's having a shit day, so I'm not going to ask him to buy me any. I've never had a bad vanilla, just weaker flavoured, which if I'm going to buy some, I want to be able to fucking taste the fucker. Yeah, but I like the artificial vanilla. There aren't many artificial flavours that I'm okay with. Vanilla is one of them. Vanilla, banana, cherry. No, not cherry, grape, sorry. Vanilla, banana, and grape. The artificial I prefer over the real. Everything else needs to be real. Okay, look, I'm going to pretend that you didn't try to trick me into buying you the old Baphomet's cough syrup. And then go inside here to purchase my ice cream. I won't tell your dad if you promise to scram. And stop vaping, you'll get popcorn lung. What if I give you $25? Go home, Ernest. As I'm walking back inside, Ernest calls after me. You can get popcorn lung from microwave popcorn, you know. I no longer trust this child, but the mere notion strikes fear into my heart. I go back inside to complete my purchase with the good cashier. Thank you, kind sir, for your time and generous hair compliments. You got it, bub. Bub? Bub? The fuck is bub? I glance out the window. That sentence is bugging me. I glance out the window while to see Ernest still outside. While shouldn't be there. Or there should be something here that we're doing. I glance out the window while doing something to see Ernest still outside. That sentence is wrong. Is that just me? Is it the way my brain's reading it, or is that sentence wrong? Official cashier Wolverine. While feels wrong there. In that sentence. Like, if you take that out, the sentence feels correct. It's wrong as fuck. Okay, it's not just me. So I'm going to ignore that word. I glance out the window to see Ernest still outside. Looks like he's talking to some other poor sap. Guess I should go outside and save this other guy some grief. Wait a second. That's definitely a cop. Oh boy. I grab my tubs of ice cream and bolt outside. Don't hang around. This fucker's going to make my ice cream melt. Ernest is already face down on the hood of a squad car. Ernest, did you seriously just try to get a cop to buy you e-liquid? Do you know this kid? Friends with his dad. Yeah, we live in the same cul-de-sac. I know his dad. Listen, he's a good kid, and I'm this boy's father. Oh dear. Oh dear, he's here. Wait, are you his father? Wasn't the school teacher his father, or is he his father? I've lost track of who's parent. There's too many kids in this game. One is too many. And I'll give an exception to Amanda. She's okay. Now I really want ice cream while you're giving me cravings, chat. Well, you haven't got alcohol, so have ice cream instead. If you've got any, or can get any. School teacher also has a delinquent kid. Might be getting arrested. I turn around and see Robert walking up the street and toward the convenience store. Can you order ice cream? Not that I'm a bad influence or anything. Ernest, what are you doing? I want a lawyer. First of all, good first instinct. Remember that you're not required to answer any questions from a police officer without a lawyer present. You're this boy's father? Yes, sir. Ernest likes to lash out at me like this ever since the accident. See? The accident. Both were capitalised. It's a previous comment about fucking the look. When only look was capitalised. Can't get any either because end of months I can't. Oh yeah, true, to be fair. Fair. I may have to just order myself some ice cream later and put pictures of it all over Discord. Fine, Bert, you win. It probably is fine with just the one word that's capitalised, but in my head it's wrong and it bugs me. It's just off to just have that random word capitalised. The same applies to the look. Look was capitalised, the wasn't, but he was using it as a descriptive title, the look. Fuck you, Bertie Meanie. I don't like talking about it. That's fine. Robert gets a wistful twinkle in his eye. It all started 7 summers ago. Fuck off with the... I want to emphasise the word look while the accident is referring to the title. No, still bugs me. Just generally bugs me. Just fuck off with the capitalisation. Stop it. Stop it. Many things have been capitalised that do not need to be and shouldn't be. It's this sexy daddy. Not the one we're after, unfortunately. This is a delinquent in adult form. It all started 7 summers ago with a fucking capital S. My hair was long then. Nu metal was still in style. Ernest and I were down in the Florida swamplands scavenging for... Sir, I can leave you to take it from here. Sounds good. Thanks, officer. He might be gorgeous, but if it gets us to... If we can go back to Dad Book before we switch to Jackbox, I'll show you his Dad Book profile. Because no. I think he's more likely to just casually shank you and leave than anything else. Ernest, come along now. You'll be cleaning grout from the rain gutter for a week thanks to this transgression. The police officer gets in his car and drives off. I'm stunned by how cool Robert was just then. No. Thanks, I want to say... Richard? You don't even know his fucking name. Ouch. Don't mention it, Hemingway. Got in trouble plenty of times in my life just trying to do my good deed for the day. Yes, he is the teacher's child, isn't he? Someone will go for him. Well, Ryan is welcome to him, because I wouldn't. Although again, like, if this in real life, or like equivalent, appeared on Grindr when I was still on it, then yes, I would be interested. But then the person, like, for a hookup, fine. But anything past that, the personality is not acceptable. And this is about a dating. This is a dating sim, not a shagging sim. Shank, shag, same difference. Will you buy me e-liquid if I give you $20? Child, I will end you. Hey, will you walk Ernest home with me? I mean, because I don't have a choice, otherwise I wouldn't. Don't give me names of shagging sims, because I will have to Google it. Oh god, it's even on Steam. I'll just leave that Google search open for later. Ernest runs ahead, presumably so he won't be seen with us, which is a thing I think kids do. He reminds me a lot of myself when I was his age. Well, maybe I wasn't as dumb. Seems like he tortures his dad. Seems like he tortures just about everybody. He even stole your wallet. What? No, he did. I pat my back pocket. I pat the rest of my pockets. He stole my wallet. Wow. Why are you doing this to yourself? What time is it? Being conscious of wanting to swap to Jackbox. It's giving very much... Yes, he is. I wonder if he's got a bat. Where's it? Lucille? Is it Lucille that Negan calls his bat? Le Summit? It's been a while since I watched The Walking Dead. Right, what? Robert points at my tubs of ice cream. One of them's for Amanda. I have no qualms with the quantity of ice cream you purchased. It's a perfectly respectable amount of ice cream. It's the quality I'm talking about. You work hard, you're a good dad. Don't you think you deserve top shelf ice cream? But these were on sale. Keep them away from Asian people. Oh shit. Oh shit. Say that, there's no... Yeah, there's no Asian dad choices, is there? That's not okay, because I would have gone straight for them. Bastards. It's got a big strong bat, all right. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I mean... Probably, looking at him. Probably, yes. If you're going to treat yourself, go big or go home. Real vanilla bean, real pistachio. You deserve it. Possibly? I question it because it's like he comes across as a generic American frat boy, which in my brain instantly takes me to a white man. But maybe. How do you know he's gotta be? Because the kids are very much obviously gone straight for them. We arrive at the cul-de-sac and Ernest runs into his home. That boy is the reason why we don't have prizes in cereal anymore. Catch you around. Robert tosses me my wallet. I catch it with a surprised look on my face. I stole it back. Keep it in your front pocket or use a chain like back in your Scar days. Smell you later. See you, Robert. I go back inside my home ready to spend the rest of the night with 2 tubs of ice cream. And also Amanda. He is, okay.
Welcome.
Well, that, yeah,
You've got
yeah, okay.
dads.
Yeah, fair. I can see it now. Honestly, it's because of the frat guy thing. My brain just connects it to white guy, and that's all I saw. Because of frat boy. So, this is why he's a no. But let me read out this guy's profile for you, Ryan. Then you check your pockets and his niche keys. When the internet gains sentience and decides to destroy us all, you'll know it'll use this information against us, right? That's the description of his bio on his dad book. And then the answers to his questions. On a Friday night, you are most likely to make a deal in an alleyway, have it go badly. Who's the cop? Was it that name I can't pronounce and I'm not gonna? I trusted them. If you had one thing to take with you to a desert island, what would it be? A gun. What are your turn-ons? Don't talk to me. What did you want to be when you grew up? A grifter. What's your favourite movie genre? Italian neo-realism. What's your ideal date? Grave robbing. What do you never leave home without? At least 4 knives. I spend a lot of time thinking about. You ever really look into a rabid animal's eyes? I see no issues here. Well, maybe you're the issue then. That's what I have to say. Craig. In fact, oh no, I was going to say we should probably stop because it's 6 and switch over to chat box. We'll stop here. We'll stop there. That's saved. Saving. There we go. Okay, we'll stop there. So when we get back to this game, we are starting with second chance to date. Nicked your keys but stole his heart. Craig is definitely packing Schmied. Yes, he is. Because he's wearing joggers that have a very distinct line in them, even in the little image. Could just be a fold, but something's causing the fold. They are joggers, they don't have a fold there. If it was jeans, maybe. They're joggers. There's something going on down there. Right, I'm going to go for a quick wee break and then we will switch over to Jackbox. So, drop that off. Every day we stray further from the heavens. Everyone's crotch. So I don't need the note anymore. I'll probably do a quick flick through the Twitter and everything while I'm switching games, so I'll leave us on the Be Right Back screen with some music for a little bit. Put your choices for first game in to the chat, so I know what I'm loading when I get back. Whatever Jackbox games you prefer. If you're not sure what's in what and what's available, there is a channel in my Discord that has all of the packs and what's in each pack.